Tamu Saja leading from the front. Qatar team seemed fire up for this game. Yes, you're absolutely right, and the ICC, I think, has done a wonderful job getting the balance right between test and also using T20 as a vehicle to expand cricket and get many people participating and playing the game. Malik's bowling a very tidy line and length here. He's sticking to his plan. And dot balls are gold dust in T20.
I've been playing a lot of cricket on this ground recently, Jamal. We had the Pakistan Gladiators playing a series of games with Singapore, and now this tournament.
Paraskatka leaning back, gliding it down to third man. Nepal seem content picking up the singles at the moment, but a lot of credit needs to be given to the Qatari opening pair. They've been bowling very, very disciplined lines. They've been bowling to their plan. Yes, we had the Pakistani Gladiators visiting Singapore and playing 15 T20s in preparation for this event. That's the first real sign that Nepal wants to get a move on. Kain Ramala taking a few steps down the track. How is Malik, the experienced campaigner, rolling his fingers over, beating the batsman for pace. This wonderful game, it's almost like chess. Back and forth, neither team willing to give an inch.
Excellent batting order Nepal possess with Paras and Gyanendra right at the top, and Sharad, who can be very destructive if he gets going, batting at 3. And I've seen Dipendra score some very, very good runs, and it'll be a real good treat to watch these players action. And to add to them, we had bowlers like Sandeep and all these Karan Casey, Sompal Karan. The bowling is really, really good.
That's a chance, tough one, but drilled straight back at the opening bowler Malik. Kain Ramala gets away with it. Those catches, they either stick or they don't. But once again, a fabulous over. Qatar will be very happy with this. They bowled 3 overs, restricted Nepal to 11 runs. The good thing for Nepal is that there's no loss of wickets.
The ball coming a bit slower off the track, as we see from the batsmen. They're trying to make the pace because there's no pace there for them to force it. So I think that challenge would be there until the pitch gets really dried up. I think one of them has to look for the big hits now. It's 11 of 3 overs. Not the ideal start that they were looking for. There's one more dot ball, adding more pressure to the batsman. 120 balls, Chamal. So every dot ball adds pressure to the batsman.
Yes, to the bowling side, it's gold dust. I think so far, if you see the scores in the power plays, they have been in the 30s and the 40s. And later on, teams having wickets in hand, they can go as high as 180 plus. So that looks to be the formula that's been working thus far on this surface. And IA surface in particular, I believe it gives rewards to batsmen who's going to invest with patience. There we go. Paris lofting it to long on. It'll be interesting to see how Nepal proceed from here, whether they reassess. What they'll be thinking is a good total to defend. They've got some excellent spinners. They're a very good fielding side.
Qatar's bowling has been impressive so far, Chamal. They bowl to their field, and especially the fast bowler. He's kept that line, he's packed the field on the off and just kept pegging away on the off stump. Couple of good shots went to the fielder, and the other end, the spinner slowing things up. And this is a big hit, and this is the first maximum of the day.
Gayan Ramalla launching into that one. Magnificent strike. That went a long way over long on. 6 runs. Fans back home. Nepali population very passionate about their cricket. I'm sure they'll be watching the telecast live. They'll be wishing their team all the very best. That's a very good comeback by the bowler. Another top ball.
An appeal for leg before. I think the ball was drifting down leg.
My colleague Sarika Prasad, one of the senior umpires, he could call it from the com box. Sorry, I agree with you. I think that one was drifting. The wicketkeeper going down as well. Few giveaway signs.
You couldn't call it from anywhere except in the middle, Chamal, if you ask me.
There you go.
They're in the best position to make the call.
The men that matters, the umpires. It's a very tough job, and they've been very consistent. They've been doing a very wonderful job, actually. The briefings, the educating of players, and the guidance. It's bolstered the quality of the tournament. Make sure that everybody plays it in the right spirit. Malik seemed to be continuing for his 3rd over. They've been employing the same field. This time slightly wide and signalled wide.
We have 2 senior umpires from the ICC's development panel officiating this game. We have Kalidas from the far end, and then Tabarak Da from Hong Kong is at the pavilion end. Vidhi Pradhan from Nepal, he's the reserve umpire. And these 3 will be...
A beautiful shot there. Parzatka really sinking his teeth into that one. Nothing really wrong with the delivery, but that was just a magnificent shot. Hit through the line, clearing the ropes with great ease. This is wonderful batting. Get the sense that Nepal have assessed the pitch. They've now spent a bit of time out there in the middle, and they're starting to change gears.
Totally different look on the scoreboard with those 2 big shots, 1-6 and a boundary. Score reads about 26 now, and we are in the 5th over.
That one has some heat behind it. Malik really bending his back, hitting the wicketkeeper's gloves hard, a bit wide. Paras had a slash at it, didn't make a connection. The Indian Association, Balestier Road, is a beehive of activity. There's media, spectators, all down nice and early to get a piece of the action.
The way Qatar chased yesterday against Singapore, I think they would be looking to maybe restrict them to maybe around 160, like that. I think would be but Nepal, a totally different bowling and fielding side. Class bowling team, backed up by excellent fielding. So it would be a challenge for them to actually chase 160, 170 against the attack that Nepal possess.
Yes, my fellow countryman from Sri Lanka, Roy Dias, speaks very fondly of the cricketers of Nepal. Played a large role, instrumental role for nearly a decade in their development. Says what a wonderful nation and passionate group of cricketers they are. That's a full toss, helped away to long leg for 4. Malik trying a slower delivery, didn't quite execute it well, paced the prize. Paras Zatka, a very capable batsman, is not gonna let those go. Punished it.
That was a freebie from the bowler, but like you said, Jamal, it still needs to be put away, and I think he did that well, Paras. And stepping up the gear now, Nepal very slowly.
So I met him at the hotel the other day during the captain's briefing for the first time. He's a big unit, strongly built young lad. I think if he gets going, we'll be in for some wonderful entertainment. Once again, driven on the up to long off.
So they bought fine leg and third man up, and the 2 boundary riders are the long off and the deep extra cover fielder. So
And Malik's pulled his length back a little bit. But apart from that full toss, which was straying down the leg side, he's been bowling an excellent line and length, keeping the very aggressive Nepali openers to 31 in the 5th over. They'll be happy with that.
would like to finish off well.
4 runs. Slashed away, Gayendra. Slightly wide. Pays the price.
Got some width on that, and he used that with the fielders up at the third man. Just played into the vacant gap between point and third man and got that boundary, and a bit of a bad end to the over. I think a couple of boundaries in this over. Nepal are 35 after the 5th over.
I tell you what, I like what I see in this batsman Gayendra. He's got a bit of calypso style about him. Quick hands. And he's not afraid to go over the top. And that's going to be very good for him, especially in the power play overs. Paras, on the other hand, very elegant, very assured. And also extremely powerful. That's a magnificent shot. Strong wrists, just picks up that delivery and almost drop kicks it behind long leg for 4. Made it look easy.
Yes, again a bad ball on a slow pitch. You can't afford to ball drop, but I think the 6 that was it in the previous over was playing on his mind, so he was not was worried a bit about flighting the ball, and he dropped it a bit short, and Paras picked it up very well.
And that's another boundary. This time picking it from outside off stump and depositing it over deep mid wicket. Nepal are well and truly with the foot going down on the accelerator.
Yes, they need to, because the last over for the power play, when the fielders can get to the boundaries after this over, you need only to have 4 fielders within the 30 yards. So I think they would like to make full use of this remaining 4 balls from the power play. Nepal owe it a lot to some of these young players who've been with the team over a period of time. Gyanendra, Paras, Sharad, Vinod, and they're excellent players. They've served the country very well over the years. I personally know these players very well. Basant, an extremely talented left-arm spinner, very, very experienced. Sompal and Karan Casey, really quick and been doing very well. And they've been a good nucleus of team because these guys have been playing for the team for a period of time now, and they understand each other well, and there's a good team spirit amongst them.
Yes, what has always impressed me, not just with the cricket team, but with Nepali athletes in general, is their fitness. They're an extremely fit nation in general, and these cricketers are no exception. I think they take their fitness very seriously, and there's always one or two team members of the Nepali unit in the gym whenever I go for my morning swim, bright and early. And that's wonderful to see, and that's a very good example for any aspiring young cricketer as well. To take your fitness seriously. It definitely contributes towards improving your game. What's a good bit of fielding there. Certainly saved 3 runs for his team. Qatar really looks intense today. Mohammad Tanveer, a backward point there.
This is cut away through
Once again, Tanveer's in the hot seat there at backward point. If Inamul continues to bowl this length, Nepal rotating the singles.
Oh, this is going to be a boundary, yes. Hit hard and straight, just over the bowler's head. No chance of long on cutting that, given the shorter nature of the boundaries on that side.
That was really a beautiful shot by Parzadka. Gunned it back past the bowler. Gave long on, no chance. This could be out.
High.
This is a
Fielder getting underneath it, takes the catch.
He's taken it. That's the big wicket. Inamul Haq, after being drilled for a boundary, holds his nerve, slows the pace down even more, and draws the false stroke from Parazadka. That's a big wicket. It's a very good catch at long on, staring down at the sun. Qatar will be happy to see the back of Paras.
It's a big wicket for Qatar because Paras was looking ominous with his batting, and I think just when he was looking really set and looking to bat longer, he couldn't resist going after that slow flighted one from
It's good running between the wickets. Gyanendra just taps it, calls his partner through for a single. Almost a stumping there. Good bit of glove work behind the stumps. Nadeem's ball drifting down the leg side. Mohammad Rizlan, the wicket keeper, moving smartly, gathering that quickly. Seems to be running towards the leg umpire to have a little chat. Seems to have handed him over something, probably a piece of the spikes. It's a beautiful day here in Singapore. We are coming to you live from the Singapore Cricket Association, Indian Association grounds. It's the ICC World T20 Qualifiers Asia Finals. And a magnificent match is brewing here between Nepal and Qatar. This is excellent batting by Sharad and Gyanendra, ensuring there's no dot balls, keeping the scoreboard ticking, putting away the loose deliveries for a maximum. This is excellent running between the wickets. Nepal really showing how it's done. Their fitness coming into play. Running the first one hard. Pushing the second one. At the end of the 8th over, Nepal 57 for the loss of 1 wicket. Qatar coaching unit would be a little bit disappointed conceding that second run. They did play here yesterday, and that's the longer boundary. The fielder there should have assessed the conditions and been 6 steps inside, looking to prevent the second. Nepal, on the other hand, expertly picking the fact that he was sitting on the boundary rope, converting that one, pushing for the 2 and getting it easy. Tamu Shajah continues from the Balestier Road end. He's been doing an excellent job for Qatar, keeping his leg breaks very accurate. Qatar wouldn't be too worried about conceding the ones at this stage. This could be out. It is out. Tamu Shajah strikes. And the second opener, Gyanendra Malla, perishes, hitting a regulation leg break down the throat of long off. Beautifully caught there, made it look easy. It's powerfully struck. No mistake from Qatar on this occasion. It's wonderful to see the Qatar boys enjoying themselves. Deependra Singh Ari coming out to bat for Nepal, number 45. Looks a busy player. Nepal requires a partnership at this juncture. They got two very experienced players out there in the middle. They know exactly what to do. Deependra straight away off the mark, punches it down to long off. The outfield is beautiful, lightning quick, gives good value for shots to the batsman. If you are willing to invest with some patience, you will get the rewards on this track. Sharad leans back, cuts down on it hard, cannot penetrate the Qatar in ring. It's well fortified there from cover to backward point. Once again looking for a quick single, gets it easy. This is one aspect of Nepal cricket any youngster watching should look to emulate. Clear calling, early calling, and trusting your partner and running it hard. It's an aspect that often gets overlooked. It's one of the most important, running between the wickets. End of another very good over by the Qatar skipper, Tamu Shaja. Picked up a wicket in the process. Nepal at the end of 9 overs, 61 for the loss of 2 wickets. Mohammad Nadeem continuing from the Serangoon Road end. Experienced player, keeping the lines nice and tight. Deependra Singh advances down the track, unable to find the gap. Tamur patrolling the short mid-wicket region. It's covering good ground. Deependra Singh employing the sweep, placing it expertly behind long leg for 4. Excellent shot. It's very good support for Nepal here at the ground. Also the media team coming down from Kathmandu. Once again a very warm welcome to all the viewers back in Nepal and to all the viewers in Singapore as well. If you do get free time, do come down to the Singapore Indian Association. Some wonderful action here, T20 live taking place. It's a good comeback there by Nadeem. Deependra Singh running the first one extremely hard, looking for the second. Seems to be very light on his feet. Dances down the track, punches it into the gaps. Looks like a quality player. Finds the gaps more often than not. That's the hallmark of a good batsman. Keeps the scoreboard ticking. Reverse sweep being employed there. Sharad manages a single to short third man. That's the end of the 10th over. Nepal 67 for the loss of 2 wickets. We're at the halfway mark of the Nepal innings. Nepal maintaining a run rate of 6.7. More importantly, they're building a platform from which to launch in the back 5, I believe. This could be another one. Qatar strikes again. The dangerous Shadad Esauka perishes. Tamu Sajab bowling with great control and guile. Tosses one up, gets it to dip, and dusts the batsman in both flight and off the wicket. Nepal 3 down for 67. They really haven't been able to put together a very substantial partnership. The Qatar bowlers coming up with variations and continuing to pick up wickets at regular intervals. Sompal Kami walks into the middle. Once again, a very fit, busy looking cricketer. Just a little bit of gardening on the surface. Straight away, he's ready to go. Nepal needs to put together a partnership that would take this innings deep into the 16th or perhaps even the 17th over. Qatar, on the other hand, be looking to pick up wickets on a regular basis. That's the only way to contain batsmen on this lightning quick outfield. This is excellent bowling by the Qatar captain. Tamu Shaja. Had the opportunity to have a little chat with him yesterday. Wonderful young man. Very knowledgeable about the game. Always has a smile on his face. Excellent cricketer. And this time it might be close. Almost trapping. Deependra in front of the stumps. I beg your pardon, Sompal. In front of the stumps with the googly. Sompal drills it down to deep extra cover, runs the first one hard. I'm really impressed by the way these Nepali batsmen run between the wickets. They seem to be putting pressure on the fielders and always pushing for the second. For any youngster watching this telecast, that's the way you run between wickets. Tamu Sajad sneaks in yet another dot ball. And finishes off the over strongly with another dot ball. At the end of 11, Nepal are 67 for the loss of 3. Nepal will be reassessing their conditions and the total that they are looking to end up with, given their strong fielding and spin attack. It always adds 10 to 15 to the total. If you're a batsman on this IEA surface, you'll be very, very pleased, together with the complementing outfield, short straight boundaries. What is required is to invest a little bit of time, patience, be very prudent with your shot selection. Mohammad Nadeem continues from the Serangoon Road end. He's done a very good job for his skipper and Qatar, keeping it tight. And that was a cracking shot. Extremely well done by Kamran Khan there to stop a certain boundary. Got a hand to it. Beautifully played. 4 runs. Sompal Kami showing some finesse. Late pass shot, third man for 4. Beautifully played. Reminded me of one of the best players of that shot, Mahela Jawardhan from Sri Lanka. Played the ball really late and used the bat almost like a paintbrush. Sompal Kami looks a wonderful player, plays the ball late, runs hard between the wickets, more often than not able to hit the gaps. It's a good delivery, good comeback. Qatar hasn't been conceding many boundaries, and they've also been striking on regular intervals, hampering the progress of Nepal. Nepal, to their credit, keeps the scoreboard ticking with singles. Keep building this launching pad. Actions taking place, crowds building up. The atmosphere is an absolute carnival here. The ICC and the Singapore Cricket Association doing a wonderful job hosting this ICC World T20 qualifiers. Singapore, one of the premier events destinations in the world. There's been some wonderful cricket being played thus far, and we're only into the second day. Beautiful batting there. Dipendra Singh, very wristy player, flicking that off the stumps, hitting the gap just in front of short fine leg. It's going to be very difficult to keep this pair quiet. They'll always be able to sneak a single. Once again, single down to long on. Qatar wouldn't be minding this too much, and they're also very happy with the cool conditions outside, playing the morning match today. Could be close if he's a direct hit. Doesn't collect cleanly. Nepal batsmen get through for the single. It's a different heat here in Singapore compared to that in Qatar. Players to their credit, have been managing it rather well. Once again, beautiful shot, late, glide down to short third man. Sompal Kami. Running the first one really hard. Other end of 13 overs. Nepal 81 for the loss of 3. In about 2 overs, you will see Nepal shifting gears, looking to get a move on. Punched away to deep extra cover, looking for 2, gets it easy. Foul Zain Chowdhury. The change in the bowling from the Serangoon Road end. Nothing more than gentle medium. It's very accurate though. Doesn't allow the batsman to get underneath it. Be interesting to see whether Nepal looks to target him. Doesn't give much away in terms of length. It's not allowed the batsman to get underneath him. He bowled extremely well against Singapore the other day. It's a very good shot. Pendra Singh. Oh, this could be close. He's gone. That was the last thing Nepal needed. An unnecessary run out. Sompal Kami pushing the bill a little further than it should have been. Excellent bit of fielding by Qatar. Good throw back in. Run out at the non-strikers and there was never two in it. Sompal Kami calling his partner through. He was running to the danger end himself. Put it in the dive but didn't make it. Qatar would be very pleased with the way they've been picking wickets up in regular intervals. New batsman in for Nepal. Vinod Bandari, the wicketkeeper.
Hi, good afternoon everybody. We are back in live commentary now. It's been a well-poised day for Nepal at this moment. 93 for loss of 4 wickets at the end of 15 overs. Dipendra Singh is batting alongside Vinod Bandari. Quick single there by Vinod. It's good running between the wickets. They need to keep on ticking this scoreboard if they have to put a respectable score, at least about 140 to 150. A pass score in this wicket should be at least about 150 to 160. So if they can manage, they have wickets in hand, 6 wickets in hand. If they can put a good respectable total here, I think Nepal has a good game. But it's good running between the wickets there. Good running between the wickets by both the players, Vinod and Dipendra. .96 runs. It's a good cut shot there. Going to the tape, picking up a single there. The score moves on to 97 at the end of 16 overs for 4 wickets. The last 4 overs, it's going to be huge for Nepal. From here, if they have to put a respectable total, they have to look at 140 to 150. They have wickets in hand, which means they should be looking into push a bit more, at least score 8 runs per over from here, which put Nepal into a strong position. Both these batsmen, Dipendra and Vinod, are good running in between the wickets if they have to capitalize from here. Qatar has done well to restrict Nepal to 97 in 16 overs. They have bowled in good, decent line and lengths throughout. Paras started off well with his partner to put up a good opening stand, but after all, it was a slow game for Nepal. Brilliant bowling by Qatar throughout. Can they finish strong in the last 4 overs? It could be very crucial. If Qatar has to give a good fight for Nepal, they have to really bowl well in these last 4 overs. It's not going to be easy. Nepal well known for his will put them to 137, which I don't think it's going to be a good total. Again, a good fielding there by the Qatar team, good bowling. Iqbal Hussain has been bowling in good line and length here. Good start to the over, 2 good deliveries. The batsman is trying hard to get off the strike. But if Nepal can hang in there, oh, that's a good shot. Short of a length delivery, put away to a maximum by the Nepal batsman Dipendra. That was a good looking stroke, and that's exactly what Nepal needed. And Nepal has crossed their 100, now 103 at the end of 16.3 overs for 4 wickets. They have wickets in hand. If they can push a little bit more from here, they have to look into taking singles from here. 6 runs off the over, 3 deliveries to go. If they can push another 2 or 3 runs in this over, they are well on target to 140. Ball to Dipendra, that's one. Tuck it away on the onside. For a single. The running between the wickets has been tremendous. quick run there. 7 runs off the over. A good over so far for Qatar. Boundary on 2 runs. Depended on 31 of 30 deliveries. Depended is going at almost 100 strike rate, which is not too bad here, but they have to look in to strike a bit more if they have to post a respectable total of 140 to 150. But again, that's a flashy shot from the Nepali batsman for a single. 8 runs off that 8 balls over. The final total moves on to 106 of 17 overs for loss of 4 wickets. Nepal had 3 more overs, 18 deliveries. But Qatar has done well so far in this game from ball 1. They have been on the money, trying to restrict the Nepal batsman to a respectable total, but however, you have to admire their bowling feat, which Qatar has been right on the money so far till the 17th over. Last 3 overs to go. Can Qatar put up a good fight here to restrict Nepal to a manageable total? The Qatar has a very good batting side as well, a very explosive batting side. So it's going to be a good test for Nepal as well to showcase their bowling talent. Good start to the over dot ball. Get a reverse sweep for a single. Good fielding there by the Qatar fielder. It's good bowling as well. Still can't find that boundary. They need at least a couple of boundaries in this over to put the Qatar bowlers on back foot, put some pressure on batsmen. They have to look and take those. In 17 overs. We have the new batsman Karan Casey for Nepal walking in. Number 7 batsman for Nepal. Vinod who got out. Therefore, just 3 runs of 6 deliveries. Couldn't get on with the game so well. Was not ball pressure right at the dead. The Qatar bowler has been bowling absolutely brilliantly. There's a very good chance here for the Qatar team to get back into this game and finish it strong. It's not going to be easy as well, where you recognize that Nepal has a very tough bowling side. Even with 130, 140, they can give a very good fight here, but how Nepal is going to reach that 130 to 140? They're creeping in for this. A good shot there, misfielded by the Qatar batsman. That's not a good fielding. Good run between the wickets. That was a very good, well played there. Oh, it was a quick single tumble there, but very good. Nepal's running between the wickets has been absolutely amazing in this game. Taking away for single, 109 for 5 at the end of 18 overs. The last 2 overs for so far. Good performance by the Qatar team, but Nepal has equally come really well so far. They have a very good bowling lineup, so I'm pretty sure even if they post a score of 130, Nepal still have that strong bowling ability to come back and put tremendous pressure on Qatar batsmen. It's not going to be easy game for Qatar, but we have to acknowledge the fact that they have bowled decently, they have bowled well to restrict Nepal so far, but still the match is not over. 2 overs to go, 12 deliveries. Can they do it? Going over the leg side, that's moving on to the boundary. Good chase there. Nepal batsman back on for 2 runs. 2 runs added to the total. 111 for 5 Nepal. Slow but steadily, Nepal is putting some pressure on the 2 dead bowlers of Qatar. Easier to clear those straight boundaries than the square boundaries on either side of the wicket. Good bowling there by the Qatar bowlers. Nepal 112. Get the press on from here. Big here, that is very good wicket. Clean bowled. Good bowling from Iqbal. That's a 6th wicket. Down for Nepal. Qatar has been putting pressure on the Nepali batsmen every now and then. Regular wickets. It's going to hurt Nepal of putting a commendable score here. Here the next batsman in for Nepal, Sandeep Lamishani, one of the greatest cricketers that we have all from the Asia, representing Nepal, played in IPL as well. All the tough international cricketers, brilliant cricketers back in the ground. Sandeep Lamishani for Nepal. Number 8 batsman, a brilliant bowler. It's a bowler that we have to look out in this tournament. It's going to be a very tough for the Qatar to face it. It's going to be a very good showcase in this tournament to see how Sandeep is going to bowl against teams like Singapore, teams like Qatar, Kuwait, and the rest of the teams as well. Has been such a talent for Nepal. Has bring Nepal into a good standard of cricket. It's a good shot there, going down to the boundary. A chase there, not going to be there. A boundary. There you go, the first ball, Sandeep Lamishani hitting that boundary. put Nepali score to 116. The first ball that he faced went onto leg side. A boundary for Nepal. Sandeep well known for his bowling abilities, but now he's showcasing his batting abilities here as well. Last 6 to 8 deliveries that Sandeep is playing, they have to play positive cricket from here onwards. So Iqbal is under pressure. Another one, good single there by Sandeep, running between the wickets. Quick as well. They have to keep on rotating the strike at this point of the game. If they have to reach 130, can Nepal reach 130? If 130 would be a good score for Nepal as well from here. Given the behavior of the wicket, Nepal has a very good chance here. But again, that's a good bowling. Second wicket in the over. Good dead bowling by the Qatar bowlers. Right on the stumps. A perfect example of how the dead bowling should be. That brings a Basant Regmi onto the field for Nepal. That's a very, very good spell by the Qatar bowler. Very interesting finish to that over. 2 wickets in that over and a boundary from Sandeep. Rameshani. They are progressing on to the final over of this innings, which Nepal is going to face. Sandeep Rameshani on 5 of 2 deliveries, going at a strike rate of 250. Can he put two more out of this ground? Can he do that? 6 deliveries to go. Nepal 117 for 7. The first delivery to Sandeep. Play it away, pull it away straight. Try for a catch. Okay, there you go. You see that Nepal's running between the wicket has been amazing. Quick running by Sandeep. Both the batsmen. Has been absolutely good running between the wickets. Very determined team, Nepal. One of the favorites in this tournament. One of the favorite teams in this tournament. And Nepal, but Qatar has done well in this game to restrict them to a decent score right now. Here we are looking at 119. Sandeep facing the second delivery of the 20th over again. Played straight, picking up a single. There's a tumble there. Couldn't get back to the second run. Good start to the over for Nepal. 4 deliveries to go. It's quite interesting to see how Basant is going to go about his game. Is he going to take a single and give the strike to Sandeep, or is he going to go for it? Sandeep 8 from 4 deliveries, going at 200 strike rate. That's what you need. From this, you don't think like a tail ender. You have to go there and bat given the opportunity. You have to think like a batsman. The T20 game, the death overs, you have to really go after the bowlers. It's a good pressure for the bowler as well. Let's see how the Qatar bowler is gonna maintain a good shot there onto the leg side. Nepal picking up a single. The score moves on to 121. They are inching closer to that 130 mark. With 3 more deliveries to go. Sandeep Rameshani is on 8 of 4 deliveries. Very exciting cricketer. Looking forward to see how he's going to bowl in this wicket in this tournament. Going to be quite interesting. That's a big shot there as well. Tried for a catch, misfielded, but they came back for a second run. Now there's a run out there. The umpire has given him out. There was a missed field. They tried to grab that opportunity, but unfortunately just short of that second run. Sandeep Lamishani has to walk back to the pavilion. Doesn't matter, 3 balls to go, you have to take those every single counts at this stage. Nepal has done well so far, but not the type of a score that they would have hoped after winning the toss and elected to bat. But however, they are coming back strong here as well. 122 for 8 at the end of 19.4. 2 deliveries to go. Buffaloes has bowled 3.4 has conceded 21 runs, picking up 1 wicket, has 2 more deliveries to go. Can he finish it strong? Or can Nepal hit 1 out of the ground? Yes, that's exactly what they did. Is it gonna reach? Unfortunately for Nepal, unfortunate for Qatar. Another wicket down. That's the 9th wicket down. Nepal 122 for 9. 1 more delivery to go. They had to go for those shots. Can't blame the batsman, but Nepal has posted 122. Is this score going to be enough for Nepal to defend? We know the batting power that Qatar has, but we equally know what type of bowling attack that Nepal has. They are strong, they are young, they are determined. They have proven in every tournament. They have been in these situations, they have come out of these situations, so it's going to be quite interesting how they're going to approach the second innings of their bowling. This is the last delivery of the innings. Again, coming down the track, ready. That's an easy catch there. A wicket to end the over. Nepal getting all out at 122 at the end of 20 overs. The pressure was mounting on them. They had to go for those shots. Eventually they lost some wickets, but I think 122 runs, it seems like not enough, but we know that Nepal can really come back strong and put up a very good fight against Qatar, so it's going to be interesting to see how the second is going to play.